them to stop enjoying themselves, get back to work.
Did you read that?
4,000 kilometers long, 7 kilometers deep. The whole place is a geological heaven, and I'm not going. But still, I don't think there'll be any clouds. I'll have a ringside seat.
Good luck, Charlie.
Wind speed 9.5 meters per second. 080 degrees.
It will take 6 hours for their robot Charlie to reach the floor of the canyon.
Altitude 6520, down at 12.
Looks like he's drifting up the alluvial fans.
Confirm lateral drift.
Okay, John, enough pictures already. Let's get some rocks.
We seem to be getting some false positives here. Our second borehole is dry. Moving on.
Looks like a fairly fine-grained, gray, fairly solid frag.
Drilling borehole number 3.
Subangular, covered with dust. Plastic kidney-shaped crystals. Wish I could get the dust off it.
Bore on it. Distinct metallic luster, millimeter-sized crystals.
There's
Need a
Pegasus.
magnet for this.
Yeah, reading you. Go ahead.
There's a storm brewing in the western end of Marineris, heading east.
How big?
Most of it's still on the night side. I think it's a canyon storm, not a global event, but it's got potential to reach you.
Okay, roger that.
Charlie's drinking.
Water. On the 3rd borehole.
Aries Pegasus, what's your status?
We did it.
We're just wrapping things up here.
How long till we get it back?
4 hours. Anchors released.
Do we wait?
We might not get another chance.
That is a big storm. Look, the wind's blowing Charlie off course.
This planet is jinxed.
What are we standing here for?
Tom, I don't think you want to be traveling when this hits you. This isn't a dust devil, Tom. It's a storm. It'll wreck your guidance systems.
Copy that. We have a visual on Charlie.
It's well over 10 meters per second advancing east.
Charlie's on the ground. We're collecting the water sample.
Gotcha.
It's obscuring our view of Melas. Expect some comm interference. Aries Pegasus, what's your position?
Just parked up.
Should have let me drive.
Can't see a thing. Where's the ladder?
Hope you enjoyed the ride, because the forecast says you are grounded.
Good morning, Martians. This is your local weather forecast for the next 2 days. And that's dust and more dust. Country's just lucky it wasn't a global storm. You'll be stuck inside until spring.
What a mess.
People say, why not do the whole mission with robots? Well, this is why. Without people to wipe their solar panels, those robots would have been dead. Oh, they're great for certain tasks, don't get me wrong, but you can't really program initiative. They don't respond in the same way to that glint on the horizon or subtle change in rock color. You really can't beat a pair of eyes, a hand, and a hammer.
Okay, now this isn't cricket now.
Go on then.
Season 1 in the Martian League. Hang on, hang on. Okay, bring it on.
I call this my Martian curveball.
That was pretty good. What do you call that? Huh? Home run.
Wow.
No need for any gyro compensation. You're cleared for takeoff.
Of all the planets, Mars is the most likely to support a human colony.
Radar gives 90 meters.
Stand by for pitch and yaw. Over to you, Zoe.
1 meter and closing.
soft dog and hard dog.
Mankind's first tour of the inner solar system is complete. Now the crew of Pegasus prepare to journey on towards Jupiter and the outer solar system. The fastest route is to fly by the Sun and use its enormous gravity to accelerate them to 300 kilometers per second. During the solar flyby, Pegasus needs extra protection. Her own magnetic field to repel the Sun's lethal high-energy particles. But nothing can protect the crew if they encounter a solar flare this close to the Sun.
What about these flares? I mean, even at solar minimum, we're bound to get some. The magnetic shield won't help us against that.
How about if the field generator fails?
Well, if that fails, it's a loss of crew.
It's not just during the flyby they have to worry about solar radiation. It's a constant risk once they leave the protection of Earth's magnetic field.
Over the course of the entire mission, we get the equivalent of 8 chest X-rays a day. These dosimeters will change color if our own personal levels get too high. These bubble tubes let us know how much radiation is passing through the cabin here. A bubble forms each time a charged particle hits the gel. Some radiation will get through, and we have to minimize the effects with special dietary supplements.
Slowing down the centrifuge.
Generating a magnetic field powerful enough to shield them against the Sun, even at a distance of 5 million miles, means diverting power from all non-essential systems.
Centrifuge is offline. 0.5 G. 0.3 G. 0 G.
What was the final word on the aircon?
Sorry, we need those amps. We've got to power it down.
Okay, let's batten down the hatches.
Slowing round to the native X-axis.
As Pegasus nears the point of closest approach, she rotates 180 degrees and uses her disk as extra protection.
Coming up on 40 degrees. Shadow in 10 seconds.
Of all the bodies Pegasus will encounter, none are more important than the Sun. All life depends on it.
We have totality.
Magnetic field is going up.
Aurora Pegasalis.
Our very own northern lights.
Okay, this is the last call to abort the flyby. Let's have your assessments.
Flight, we have the final reporting. Flare activity is expected to remain low with less than 1% chance of proton events through closest approach.
Flight, all systems are nominal. Shield temperature is 2,300 degrees.
God said, let there be light. Good luck, guys. It's been a pleasure working with you.
They're in the outer atmosphere of the Sun.
I'm not hearing them anymore, Flight. Surgeon?
Still getting strong biosensor readouts. Flight, space assets and ground stations are reporting flare activity.
Which quadrant?
Checking.
Do they have a class yet?
Predicting S1 class.
Quadrant.